There we go. Hello everyone, welcome out to Metaphor. One of the few games where when you start it up, you gotta wait and actually like watch the opening movie because it actually has important plot details before it even gets to the title screen.
I trust this will suffice?
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Louise.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Seriously, why is that the on-load up movie? Every time you turn the game on, you see that. It's just so weird. Feels like that should be what gets shown when you actually hit a new game, you know? Just go into this from when the game loads up. Like, even this feels like the opening credits when you hit start, too. Finally, we get to the actual the main menu. Alright, so I have already beaten the game, so I guess we can New Game Plus. Or I guess for the stream, just do it normal, I guess. I guess New Game Plus would help with some of the weaker parts of this game, honestly. I could talk about some of the issues this game has, but I
feel you
guess I'll leave them for later.
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell
This
me
is also a weird bit of fourth wall breaking.
one who meets my eyes.
Kind of fits into like the overall theme, but it's also something that only gets like a minor mention at the end.
Ah, a most
I guess
unusual
I'm going to just mess with everything with a double Rion.
which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world...
You see that, but like, the MC's default name is Will.
Or to put it another way...
So if you're named yourself Will, you're already lying to me, game.
But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you, if indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time? I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation? More than wishful thinking, more than fiction.
You definitely want you to say that it's not a powerless thing.
This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, let this tale begin.
Yeah, we got all the usual difficulties.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my
I
words.
wonder if she's
That
important.
much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners! No crown or church will save us!
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
They act like it's difficult, but it doesn't seem to be that bad, at least for us.
Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife is. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
Apparently just holding the book like that.
Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like us!
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
You're getting a bit late there, aren't you?
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Louis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission?
What mission?
Come on, this is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The
Nope.
mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back. Think we'll make it?
Hello, hear this? That's good news. You can move, right? Maybe we should find a place where we can see the whole area. R2 for dashing.
Let's go.
Yeah, we menu with that and run around like.
Stop!
Oh.
Watch out!
Like, especially dangerous to watch out. Don't think they've noticed us yet. We can use L2 to see through walls and stuff to spot enemies from afar.
Okay.
You are really not supposed to, like, do any fights here.
Hurry!
Oh, wait. What? Even the little dog dudes would kick your ass.
I think we're in a little over our heads. Look! Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Nope.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than
You
our
keep
own
saying
lives.
that, but we're looking for specifics.
First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least.
God.
I can at least cast my usual
I
spell.
forgot about that line
It's a
and what
small
it means
compass,
for later.
Right.
The music's played directly in my mind. Effective Gallicus magic is
Music was the first
inspiring.
magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
So yes, the music we get to hear is actually like being played in our head by Gallicus magic.
Over there.
It's a road, is it? What a relief, Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
So let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight. To grab a couple things on the way. I guess I actually get like the DLC pre-order items this time before going into the final, first dungeon. When I originally played, I didn't actually like download them until I was like in the second session, like scenario stuff.
Not good! Run for it!
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
We take a bearer of fantasy empowered. May my wish and come forth from the epic of glory to grant me thy guidance.
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry!
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid!
Let's think about it. Do we even have a name
We're
yet?
not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even. The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elda kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So?
Yeah, we got the look. Oh yeah, there's actually a trophy for talking to Gallico a whole bunch. As I recall, I hardly ever did, so I never got it.
What will I do?
All right then.
Hello, unique character.
Huh? An elder? Here?
Damn.
There's a couple of the social links just hanging around here. Elder, huh? Pretty unusual in these parts. Oh, not trying to be rude, just mind yourself. City ain't the friendliest to us inferiors. Yeah, care for them. Oh, they'll get you too, just like all us Perippus.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
You say that, but
I
igniters
guess
generally
that's the big
suck
city
to
for ya.
actually have equipped.
Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
We don't need one.
You're not even a little interested? This is military-grade stuff, right? Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
I already know it's way too much than what we have at the start, that's for sure.
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
This is one of those kind of things that, like, it gets mentioned in passing, but it's never a concern. Like, there's other nations than, you know, what we're running around in, but none of, like, no outside nation really tries to influence events of this game.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is
Like,
of
outside of,
little
like,
use
that
without
line
the
and
king.
one during the ending, you could possibly think that Uchronia rules the entire planet.
You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Let's head there.
Any other things hanging around here?
Oh God.
I think so.
Hey, mister.
Elden rubbish.
Yeah.
Hey, mister. It's a king.
Oh God.
Leave it out, mate.
They blend in with the crowd, no one would notice that you're an Elda, but people are sharper eyes than I thought. I'll draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but for the sake of the mission, and on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead.
What are you playing at?
I'll say, I'm surprised it, well, it wouldn't be that difficult for an Elda to pass for... Oh, goddamn, I'm trying to remember the name for the tribe that Yuna belongs to. You don't really run into many of them, and they're basically the same as Elda, except for their eyes are a bit different. I think that's the main difference between them.
Elden rubbish.
Dear me!
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
Hey, Akihiko.
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words,
Great recruitment pitch there, dude.
will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
Do the money.
I need the money.
Pragmatic, if nothing else. But I suppose a vagrant like you could use the work. So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
I recall what you say here doesn't really matter that much. I think you might get like a minor change to your stats, because I mean, this is obviously strength, intelligence, endurance, agility, and luck.
I'm stronger than I look.
With arms like that, you'd have to be. Right, last order of...
Not sure if it does
Make
really
your
have
mark
a
or sign
big
your name
effect.
if you're actually literate.
I'm gonna confuse the hell out of things. Guys, what is with me in our names?
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some
Like
use
R's or
out of you
L's
yet.
usually.
All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next!
A long line, guess we got no choice but to wait our turn. You're listening as well. The line starts behind me. If so, or was there something else you needed? I'm sure you're wondering the same thing they were. If there's steak on the table at home, why, what are the force control? So what I chose there didn't matter. As to say, in my own circumstances, I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. Okay. Alright.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? Something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait, no. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it
You're gonna get one anyway. What's the point?
Crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Roussant strength?
What is with the trend of making elves the strong ones lately? I don't get that. Why are they the ones who focus like endurance or strength?
Oh,
when they're
forget
usually the
tribes.
tall, wispy looking
This is a matter of
guys.
pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on. No fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter. These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
Around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey, you awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sorry to bug you. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep.
Sure, it's always kinda weird how Gallica gets treated. Like, half the time people acknowledge that she's around, while the other half to the time people don't. And fairies are supposed to be, like, really rare,
I heard
too.
about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay?
Fair thing, we barely got accosted at all,
Some people
but
are even
yeah,
saying
it's totally
the lesser
bad.
tribe's fault that the monsters are showing
Not
up at
exactly
all.
like anybody tried to lynch us for being what we are yet.
These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Can't remember something that the player hasn't been shown.
The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were.
Such awkward
I can see why
exposition.
you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no
I don't know why
shadows.
it specifically
Easy space for
said
travel.
that there's no need for sorcery. Megapolis is built through learning and labor when their towns are built through learning and labor too? The only magic we see is like the igniters for, well, they basically cast the normal spells we get later.
And in the laws of these
There isn't really like
emotionally
a
satisfied people,
build
it reads,
building spell.
Oh, whoa. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Oh. There's looking away.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, They burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
Kind of funny how this whole scene here is actually a complete lie. Also, this is the only scene we get of the prince, which makes a whole lot of shit we do be kind of questionable.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
Until arrival at the northern border fort.
Get used to this freaking picture. Also, who the heck is the one dressing up the prince's wardrobe? I wonder how far we come. Let's find our destination, the northern border fort.
Hey, don't forget.
Should be, so hopefully we find them quickly.
Okay, then.
I don't know really what's the point of having us do this, since we can't really select anything else.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination.
Yes, every day will end, like, show that freaking scene.
The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
It's interesting. It tells the tale of a world with no Magla arts. A peaceful one.
A world with no Magla arts would be better, would it? I admit, I'm intrigued. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
Is it a fight you want?
Draw your blade.
Didn't think you'd just challenge me straight out. You've got guts for a lesser tribesman. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
That's my name.
You didn't say your name, though.
It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, where was I? Right, as for you, fresh meat.
Someone help!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen. Stay on guard. It's too...
He's unconscious.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll
The country of the vultures across the border never get a name.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear. Fight with pride. And we'll all have medals this time tomorrow.
There's no body now.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it.
What's that guy supposed to be? He looks more like an Elder, because he doesn't have any of the other like race traits. Doesn't have the wings or the ears. He doesn't have horns.
Let's go.
Damn it. Well...
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
She's with me.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way. It's Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die.
I'm with you.
Troll, a brave fighter trying to conceal his nobilities become your ally.
Oh, this
You
is
got a
bad.
Ryuji.
I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out. Okay,
That's an unexpected turn of events, but don't lose sight of our mission, okay?
here we go.
Be careful, contact should be inside, we just have to find him. Running with such purpose. What you were talking about? You said something about your ally? Nothing, I was just worried about the soldiers inside. Well, whatever the case, the situation concerns me too. Let's go inside. Girl is actually in the party right now. Wait. Girl doesn't have his igniter? What the heck? We're also not allowed to actually, like, change equipment yet. What the hell? Forgot about that. Yeah, this is basically what every igniter is. It's an accessory that grants you one spell.
This is...
I don't think he's actually playable until he gets his version of the persona.
There it is.
And of course, none of them use their igniters.
Human.
Stand your ground! Charging! Pursue!
We have to
I
help
am
the
thinking about it. It's
survivors.
kind of weird that they've got bows, because as I recall, there's guns we can buy later, isn't there? Because there's like the sniper archetype.
Damn it.
Oh no, wait, I think it's like a crossbow, not a bow. It's horrific, so many dead. Yes, I hope you're safe. No time to waste. If we look, we may find some that still draw breath. Yeah.
Great find. Keep it.
I was honestly kind of surprised when I first played this and found out the gameplay was like, well, dungeon stuff, I should say.
This is bad.
You do shit like in Trails towards Daybreak, latest in the Trails franchise. Either way, this one seems similar to that monster from earlier. Is that a human too? Looks like we're going out to fight it. If it's a human, do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can't just let it be. Trust me, there's some history with them.
What do you think?
Besides, our only hope right now is to join force strike as one. Would you not agree? You still got your wits about you. With you here, we might just get through this.
Got it?
We don't stand a chance against that thing if we attack it separately. We can only fight it if we work on our plan together. Two of us working as one, I'll trust your judgment on timing of the attack. Yeah, use triangle to go into a squad fight. But before that, you try to stun it with your square attacks first.
Things will be fine.
Like so.
This is our chance.
Let's make the first move.
Engaging in a squad battle against a stunned enemy, one party member will perform an advantageous initial attack. In addition, enemies remain stunned at the start of battle. Be sure to take advantage of this. Also, the music freaking slaps. To auto press square to attack, triangle to use skills, it's Persona. Except we got press turns instead of the once again mechanic from that.
I won't hold back! Fire! The power of fire!
There's no way I'm stopping here.
Yes, we get a bit of a boost, but we're not completely unscathed.
Looks like we're safe for... All right!
Well, through it somehow. Alive, that's all I could ask. Let's press forward while we still can. I think this is a safe path for some treasure.
Okay,
Yeah, when you hit unaware enemies, it basically insta-breaks enemies usually.
Let's go! One left. Keep it up. Burn to us.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
Okay, I feel stronger.
First level up. Look, girl, why does my magic suck so hard? That was what my choice did?
I think that's all of them.
Honestly, I usually make the hero a mage, primarily for the fact we do get an actual mage until...
Be careful.
God, it's like the 5th party member that's a mage.
Let's push through. We have the edge. This could be our chance.
We make the first move.
A tough one.
Yes, we are fighting a giant tooth.
They chose the wrong opponent.
That'll do it.
It's also funny how, like, there's mag for Magla that they were talking about earlier. When it's basically Magnetite from SMT.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh? I think we're in the clear.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
Always handy to be able to revive someone if they drop. Especially early on. I don't remember how long it takes for us to learn, like, Recarn.
Be careful.
Another one, if it spots us, this could get nasty. Hey, the element of sprites, we can catch it off guard if we strike now, right? Yeah, we kind of already saw that.
Let's push through. Okay, let's give this all we've got.
Everyone, go!
I won't hold back. You're here.
That's right. Yeah, enemies get stunned at the start, but hitting them can make them recover from it. Just kind of dumb, especially from preemptive attacks, honestly.
Let's keep this up.
Whew. That should do it.
Recall, we don't really need to worry too much about, like, being really stingy with our NP at this point. Holy crap, is that gonna change?
Still up. Burn to us.
You also find it kind of weird how, like, none of the enemies here are actually elementally weak to fire, but that's all they gave us. Still breathing, but he's badly wounded. Yoda, don't bloody touch me. I'm in a bad enough spot without you making it worse. Sure, well, it was your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck, it follows you people. Of course, this is how it ends, damn it. Damn it all to bloody hell. And now he's dead.
Run.
So young, the first recruit, get away from here now. The thing is up ahead. No more soldiers left alive, right? We can't just run and leave them be. We're too late, that monster. We can't run away. Stay away from that thing.
Damn it!
Imelda, I knew the fort was cursed. You're why that horror attacked. Calm down. It's not his fault the human appeared. You must know that, surely. Everyone's dead. They all have families. Help me out. I don't care anymore. I don't want to die.
Damn it.
You be dead. Nothing we can do.
Hold on.
Wait.
You
two, you're perhaps searching for someone?
I get it now.
Not as much now. It makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason. Now, to tell you the truth. The human from earlier?
Was that?
I came from the top of that tower. Maybe there's still soldiers fighting it there. Handle our personal matters later. Rescuing any survivors take precedence. To the top of the tower.
Let's hurry. Nice. I bet we'll find a use for that.
Come on! Let's give him a fight!
Let's settle this quick.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
That's at 3. Oh, that's one of the sellable items. Right on back from 5.
Let's push through. This battle's ours. Let's take them all out. I won't hold back. Tougher than I thought.
This time he actually stayed stunned.
Even easier than expected.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Even and everything. If it's just up ahead, might I have a moment? For moments, I have my doubts there could be survivors. Facing that monster together may not save anyone at this point. And to do it anyway, it's the noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do this if it's possibly for nothing? There's a chance that there's even one survivor, then it'll not be the noble who runs away. Not this time. I can never live with myself. This time?
Hey.
And you? Plan to forge ahead despite the risk. I take it you refuse to die until you found whoever it is you're searching for?
Leave it to me.
No way I'm running from this now. I see.
I'm heading out.
Well, then lend me your strength.
What do you think? You're right.
How's our health? Yeah, and took a hit. Yeah.
Ready? Yep.
I don't do anything rash, okay? But let's go.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
It's horrible! I can't believe what I'm seeing!
We can't let it get away with this. We have to hold it off somehow.
Damned humans. It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
Which depends on our survival.
I won't hold back.
Obviously, we're not supposed to win like this.
Burn to ash.
What's going on? It didn't even flinch!
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this. The power of fire. How is it this strong?
What more can I do? Prince is my best friend. Need to save him. Can't die in a place like this and yet.
You two run!
But
above all else, I am a noble. And a noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live. This is it.
what?
Oh.
No! Please, say something!
Stroll! Don't be a fool. Just run for it.
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Embrace thy very heart.
I swear this is almost like straight out of Persona 3, except instead of a gun, you just rip your heart out.
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
I know you transform into everything, but
Scour! Alright, that did the trick.
own power doesn't even compare. What's more, it can use magic despite its lack of an igniter.
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
Yep, attack the weak points, get extra turns.
Looks like it
Come
means
forth, Royal Soul!
and blade feet. We can target those.
Wind!
That's it. Stay on it.
Let's go! Scour! Come on!
Done. We've got to hit the other spots too.
Come forth, Royal Soul! Wind!
You hit their weakness.
Let's go! Scour! Alright, how's that?
Wait, what? It's healing?
Yeah, if you can't stop the first heal.
It's eating its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough. It's just gonna fix itself up no matter what we do. Pig, I can't believe it's
I won't hold back.
its own body.
Wind!
Knock those apples off?
Let's go!
2 apples.
Scour! Still here?
That's what Gallica offers to just knock the apples off for us.
Dodge! Not like they could get you with that. If we don't take out those apple things,
Oh,
I
there it
think
is.
we'll work. You know, maybe there's something I can do. Hey, can you let me handle this? Understood. Leave it to me. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Wind!
As I recall, like, the big boss at the end of the first dungeon, the first real, you know, Persona S dungeon,
Royal Soul!
like, as I recall, Gallica has a way she can help out there, and then that mechanic completely vanishes. Except for when we had the refights against this guy. Oh, and I...
Still up?
She's help out with the other one, too? I remember.
Let's go! Scour! Okay. I feel stronger.
True power is born of the heart. A wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice?
And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy! Look, that Stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice... Grius! Oh, thank goodness you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
I guess we really didn't need the sword in order to identify our ally we're looking for.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about. The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
Where lies the prince deep in slumber in the hidden village?
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
Who's Luis?
Who's Luis?
Is that a real question?
Sorry, I'm
About
like 5 days
15 years
old.
ago, a child enlisted
Probably
in the
less than
army.
that. How long did it
But
take for us
wasn't
to
his
get
age
here?
that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some.
I forgot about how they has like this shadowy group hanging around behind him for this scene, but it's like there's only one dude here we actually fight outside of Luis from his
Luis
crew.
Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of
And
time
yes, any
before he
SMT
made
veterans would just look at this guy named Luis and go, "Oh wait, I know who you're supposed to be."
Until he attacked the prince.
that night, when the prince's quarters were breached. It was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stink. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere.
Yet somehow he started the game in the capital, murdering the freaking king in that opening before the title screen cutscene.
Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this.
He's also on the front of the box. We can't kill him.
Yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
I don't know why they have put 10 diamonds on the rank thing, but made saving the prince from the death curse only at a 7. That implies things.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
This is
Feels
joy.
like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
Ready for some exposition?
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favour behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless.
This is one of the weird kind of statements because at this point, humans are not publicly known until we get to the capital for the funeral where he, like, announces they're real. Like, until, like... Because if they weren't, then the whole thing that happens later doesn't make sense on why he tries to grandstand it.
By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him.
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
I should keep the really dangerous stuff away, I suppose. Yes, this fire will keep humans away. And a fine job delivering the message, lads. Finally time for us to act for His Highness. Want to ask about that power, don't you? I had a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you? None but a mercenary, and yet His Highness gave me the honor of being His Highness the Prince's tutor in swordplay. The night of the attack, I was there. Hey, that's incredible. Never in my life have I witnessed something like that power you tell me. Is it some sort of magic? I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Or just broken the commotion besides. Yeah, we lose our igniters, so we can't just, like, equip the fire spell anymore. If only I had the kind of power back then. Apologies, I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for both of us. Let's get some rest.
Well...
Hey, it's a user earlier that said, let's take the rest of the day off. Good, I'm pooped.
Can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
I know, I will.
I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
Why wouldn't you expect this to be dangerous? You're planning a major political assassination of a head of, like, the military. Why wouldn't you expect it to be dangerous?
It's not your fault.
You say that, but look.
Supposed to be nice.
I can't fight with you. But as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, you've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading. If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames, but it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can.
I'm not sure which war she's referring to. Because, like, didn't they say that the King's Scepter was preventing all, like, the powers he has with the Scepter was preventing invasions? Then again, this game has very confused politics. Or at least in trying to get them across.
Well, hello. Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one. Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia.
You might also call it the Blue Library. Yes, this is the Valley Room.
It's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls, until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magma within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend, what I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue, a transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter
Think of it as a
form.
facade that protects you against life's troubles.
Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
Okay.
We shall form a bond, a link even, of the social variety.
In search of utopia, more. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
As well, definitely we unlocked the Seeker archetype already. Yeah, I forgot about that. Like, initially we could only mess with archetype stuff here, but like later on they just say, eh, screw it, you can do it from the menu, you don't need to come back to Academia anymore for some reason. As the first of your followers, people that support your quest are steadfast allies that you can grow closer to. Strengthening your bonds with your followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. Or just the first of many, so keep an eye out.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
Already then? From here on, we travel in secret. If we are to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path.
Which no one has ever done until this guy
Sounded
showed
like
up.
superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Does anybody actually follow through on those kind of threats?
Yes, I get it.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
Trust me, all right?
Right. Let's check the map. There's a lot.
This place.
Well, the Norn mines apparently going through them will put us near the capital, it seems.
That being the case,
Would you take us to Grand Trad?
All right.
Check for a way around. Next stop, Grand Trad. Our mines are full of complex paths. We can go through them to approach the capital undetected. They're going through the Norn mines. Are you ready? Hurry, our focus is on making it to the royal capital.
The Nord, its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks.
Mine engine should be just ahead. Don't stray off the path.
Huh?
What happened?
Maybe imagining it, but can't help but feel we're being watched.
No.
This deep in the wilderness, though, couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge. Looking for an opening to escape. Don't forget, I have my eye on you.
Look at that!
They look up in the air. Large bird known as a corvo. It stalks its prey from the sky, then goes in for an ambush. So what now? Like, we need another addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait it out? No, we need to get moving. We're already low on time as is. Besides, let me guess, you can move much faster if I died back there, and you didn't need to keep an eye on me. Come on, have a little faith.
Let's go.
Should I? If they're truly worthy, then demonstrate it. We need to move. Don't fall behind.
Stop!
Oh, some kind of wild dog over there. Undos, the beast hunts in packs. Should they come at us together, we'll be overwhelmed, but not careful. Can't give them the chance to surround us. We'll need to find a different path for now. Why do you hesitate, lad? Just a pack of wild dogs. Better worth a moment's worthy for one such as you. You'll okay, so be it. It seems you need an impromptu lesson in the basics of combat. Pay attention as the subject requires a few mistakes. First, take a good look at your foe. Consider, is this your first meeting, or are you already familiar with them? Once you've assessed their strength, prepare your next move. If they're stronger, approach with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quick. Now, size up that Honda. What do you make of it? Indeed, Lieutenant does grip at the fort, so this should hardly be a challenge. Yep, we can identify enemy by color. If blue is low, yellow is equal, red is oh god no. And if you get to the point where the enemy has like become blue, you can basically win fights outside of combat. You get your weaker force, clear your mind, simply do what must be done. Put them to the sword. Yep. There is some oddities to this that wasn't in like Trails Through Dawnbreak. I mean, like this, like once you actually get an enemy down low enough in these kind of fights to like, you know, activate the break mode thing. Like once you do that, you can do no more damage to them on the field. You have to go into the squad fight or just stand around for a while, and then you can go back to smacking them, which takes a while. A more rule for you to keep in mind.
Got it?
Never drop your guard, even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you let up for even a moment. Did that happen? Change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Yep, trying to initiate fight. I mean, we already knew that part. Array the situation and use different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to seize any tactical advantage. Find the enemy in the vicinity, then decide. Okay, we get it. Like the third or fourth time we're going over this, isn't it?
That being the case,
Let's push through! This is our chance! Forward!
You make the first move.
Happy with how about? Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can restart fights at any time by taking L3. Using R2 assist will automatically move. Oh, right. Yeah, that got brought over from Persona 5. Problem is, we don't know these enemies' weaknesses yet, so it's not exactly like that would actually do anything here.
No more third breath.
I think we're in the clear.
Come on! We've been spotted! Yeah, alright. How's that?
Give me that free XP.
Let's push through! Let's give him a fight! This could be our chance!
As I recall, you do get, like, a free full scan after, like, you fight an enemy once, I think.
They're weak to piercing attacks.
Yeah.
Hit them all in one fell swoop.
The only...
Seeker!
Okay, why was it the freaking bird fight is the one that they try to use to say, hey, you, oh, come on, really? You can use the automatic weakness tracker thing to use a, oh, like a primo attack against them.
Can't linger here. Let's move.
That was the last of them.
Come on! This is our chance! Forward!
And we'll win this!
I won't hold back! Last one!
Hey, found one that's actually weak to our stuff.
The next one will fall just as easy.
They're down. A victory well earned.
Pouncy bark.
Dad! We have the edge!
Get in there!
Scour! Stay sharp!
Finish the job!
There's no way I'm stopping here. Not bad at all.
Looks like we're safe for now.
What is it?
See you lot around this part, you wouldn't be punished now, would you? You get a better look at you, I'd say you're on bandit material. As some on edge. I know it's funny to think so in a deserted place like this, but I feel like I'm being followed. What are you doing in such a remote place? I'm not your enemy friend, just a peddler. I have a regular nearby, so we came for this, but the beasts are real bloodfish today, so I assume a human's appeared. For instance, have you heard about the human who appeared from nowhere and wiped out entire towns? Terrifying, no? My apologies, didn't mean to sour the mood. Hey, would you lot be interested in buying something? Good. Piece of healing items. We're pretty much good on those for now. Oh yeah, that's right. Plenty of stuff in these woods, lots of rares, but some materials too. Won't catch me scavenging for today, though. I'd stay put until the beast settle down some. You find something worth selling, I'll let... you come find me. Yeah, we do have some stuff we can sell.
Let's give him a fight! Let's take them all out!
Get in there and finish them off!
Seeker!
Oh yeah, that's right. Like you might notice that the damage is not equal. This is the one we were actually smacking on the overworld.
Keep it up. We've got nothing to worry about.
You hate to see it. Eyes forward. Enemies are still present.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
Missed one back there.
This battle's ours.
Don't make them
Let's
closer.
go. Still up?
No more third breath.
Okay. There are still
When do I learn my next move? I also don't know why we don't have the full, like menu yet. Can't actually check that. Kinda weird.
This is bad. They're onto us.
Birds pop down, I guess. Hold on. There suddenly grows tense.
Got a moment?
Hey, what's going on? We've been surrounded, even out here. It seems that the monsters are the least of our concerns. I know you can hear me, so show yourself, or would you rather we come at you? Damn, awfully sharp for an old goat, aren't you? That's it, lived long enough. Kill him quick!
It appears we must do this.
Here's we must.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver. Scour!
Oh! What is that? Never seen anything like it.
That's not an igniter.
It's our turn now. Here they come.
Oh, this is the guard tutorial.
What's that? I think
I can
something's
take
coming.
Take
Watch
this. Let's do this. Damn you.
Coming at us.
Oh yeah, one nice thing in this game though, we don't need to worry about us actually, like, if Rion dies in a battle, it's not game over. And like every other SMT game. And squad battles, your formation will, yeah, that's right, we do have formations. Front row and back row, it's the standard from Final Fantasy. Press up or down, take less damage but deal less in back row, etc.
Royal Soul!
Get ready.
What a shame.
Dodge! You've got some fancy footwork,
That was an
Stroll.
awkward looking dodge there, Stroll.
Wind!
Take this.
Got no mercy for you.
Blast.
Thanks for wasting your
What's
turn.
that? I think something's coming.
Use
Watch
your
out.
eyes. Get ready. Sight.
Tougher than I thought.
Through here?
Take this.
Soldiers from the fort? No, that can't be. Simply deserters, aren't they? That's not what I'm asking. How would they have already mobilized the pursuit? I don't know, but the states aren't the least of your worries at this point. In any case, we should probably keep moving. Let's go.
All right.
It's so creepy. Well, I guess you did say it was abandoned. Aye, the Crown Theocracy ordered it so. Haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place to seek the riches left within. They trade some illegal miners for the armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Shall we hurry inside? Not wrong there. Make preparations and you must be quick about it.
So?
And hey, free full recovery. Yeah, that's right.
These come highly recommended.
Trevor was just gonna try to buy himself from you. He just has the same stuff. Last night's incident wiped out the fort's entire garrison. Surely they lack the manpower needed to search for deserters. Somehow we're already being pursued. Regardless, due to the nature of our mission, it'd be best if they consider us dead. Especially the mine while we can. It wasn't just my imagination. I think we were being followed the whole time. light up, but like Rhea said, something's off. That human came out of nowhere, wiped out all the soldiers to the last. Again, maybe it didn't come out of nowhere, but that's the case. No, it couldn't be.
Wait a second.
Are they a bunch of shady miners in there, right? Will we be safe around them? They're not. Most of them are the same miners who worked here before the closure. Besides, against their best interest to cause a scene and risk the crown theocracy coming down on this place, right? Oh, sounds like they won't be a problem then. Are you ready?
Let's go.
If pursuers catch up with us, it'll be a whole mess of trouble that I'd rather not deal with. Let's move with haste.
However,
It's dead quiet. Are you sure there's still people working here? Disquieting stillness, you fear? Feel those are your instincts, alluring you to the bloodthirst in the air. Judging by the people who were after us before, then it's likely.
Stop! Don't
Halt! Halt, deserters!
Don't you dare move!
You're trapped like rats now. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully. As I thought, we walked right into an ambush. They've got us at a disadvantage, catching us in this narrow bottleneck. We need to turn back now. It's no use. The entrance is already barricaded with soldiers. Surrender immediately. You've got nowhere to run if you don't comply. Then the miners will pay the price for your insolence. It's a misunderstanding. We're not deserters. We were forced to retreat. We had no choice. A human. Oh, yes, we're well aware of your predicament. That's exactly why we can't have any survivors. Our orders are to let no one escape. Yeah, it appears we've stepped into the whole damn conspiracy. And no choice. We fight our way through. And then we enter normal combat. Wait, what?
Hey, good one.
Oh, that was
Stop right there.
easy.
I can't believe this. What are you doing?
On your toes, everyone!
Man, these guys are weaker than butterflies.
Look,
There's someone's collapsed.
Hey, are you alright?
I told you. I didn't see no deserters. Please. Don't kill me.
If it's gone from his eyes.
Why? To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived.
Why would they let them survive in any scenario of this?
Oh, come on, let's move.
I can't believe it.
on your toes, everyone!
What are you doing? That was brilliant.
No way.
I thought it all makes sense now. It appears that we're expected.
I knew I'd find you here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard! You never...
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the Kingdom's Guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
That's why those sons and daughters died. For your savior.
Sons and daughters? Where were the daughters? I haven't heard a female voice yet, outside of Galaga.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. "7 years ago, the first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia."
Oh, yes, that might have been a name.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger.
You left one survivor!
Stay back! Help me!
You played right into our hands, you know. This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler, it is time for thou to choose thy path. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
What the? Oh, no! I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory! This is the way of the real world, little lordling!
I don't know why he's suddenly getting a purple power, Aura.
Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you! My name is Leon Stroll de Halietus. My home and my family were taken from me. I am the last of my house. I am the last of my noble bloodline. And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand!
I don't know who's cheering there, but good for you.
Come! I will show you a world with honor!
What is this?
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it!
I don't know what you think you're doing, but
This is another one of those kind of things where it feels like the archetype stuff is barely handled. The dude just saw Stroll rip out his own heart and then suddenly transform like this, and the guy ain't cowering.
This ignite is all I need to turn you to ash. You lot, get to it! Cover me!
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors.
And you already know this.
Fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, steel your defenses and endure it.
Don't really have any other options, but as I recall, you want to kill his buddies first.
Let's say, come forth, royal soul!
Take this!
Why do you struggle?
Die!
Yep.
Are you prepared? How can I die hard, shameless wretched?
Oh, he gets a 3-turn defense buff.
No holding back! I'll cut you down!
It's a seeker!
Seriously, only he's cast is Mage Fire. I don't think that's worthy of the purple power aura.
Are you prepared? Hack and slash!
Die already! Wind! A tough one!
Still standing, eh? Gah! Die! 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 You! Die!
I call upon royal
Too
power
little, too
within.
late.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Nice.
Endurance
I feel
versus
stronger already.
defense.
Impossible!
What do you mean impossible? Once again, you saw him do this crazy transformation and thought that, oh yeah, I could take the suddenly 10-foot tall giant with heavily armed and armored.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
Just like him.
I'm Leon Stroll. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord. And now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I see keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
Yes, yes, no. Or more maybe, I guess.
You're already one of us.
Thank you.
That's a great choice if we get there.
Now, onward.
The proud noble, Stroll. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Together we stand.
Strict Spurs found a new way to harness his power, because it's the heroic embodiment of the warrior from Stroll.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic? Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does the...
Huh? Wait, what? Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy. I thought their kind long extinct. Do they yet take refuge in the Elden Sanctum?
Hey! You gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I...
The answer is, he's not going to talk to you at all.
Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes. Do you recall our discussion earlier? about how archetypes are an original form of magic.
Well, more or less.
Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion, too, had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing now. He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Hey, hold on a second! Who even are you? How much do you know? I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me!
Ah, you two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
Well, we didn't always. But now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts. Right?
I guess so?
Oh, come on! I thought we were a team! We have each other's backs, don't we?
I've known you for less than a week.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. Within her dwells the virtue of the mage. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I won't lead you astray. That's the whole reason
Is this
I'm here.
mage?
Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating. Do you understand what just happened? By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength. And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
What? You mean Rias could use this power too?
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them. This right here.
Ah, yes. Have your own charts, we use these charts in the signing of archetypes.
This here.
Select Rias. Now you can give them basically any of them, and you need Magla in order to actually pay for it. Why do you have the guy give the explanation, then you give us a tutorial box to say the exact same things?
That means... Now that...
Once you've actually learned an archetype, you get to, like, change him freely.
I see. This right here.
You just make him a mage.
Sure. Of course.
What did you see?
The magic of Unstrove, I can't believe it's finally in my grasp.
I still have much to learn.
Yep, and then, well, like, weapons are based on the class, armor. Everybody can equip the same armor? I imbue you and that noble youth with a new archetype power. Feel free to experiment now from here on. I don't think we have the ability to actually, like... We do get the ability to, like, transfer skills between archetypes, but that's all locked behind, like your social links. Oh wait, I think...
Ah, right.
Is that the chair? Oh yeah, that's the... This is like the pre-order DLC shit. Some hero essence, hero fruit, that gives us 30 grand. I forgot about the 30 grand. Probably the most important thing we get there. And over here, royal magic at the top. For a rather complex spell, when mages devise such intricate magic, they commit the formula to scrolls in advance. Saying the king himself wrote this? Why would it be here of all places? To begin to tell you, perhaps the previous king had his reasons for imprisoning me here after all. I'd love to decipher its contents, but it will take a good amount of time. Written in a script I've never laid eyes on before. But before you go, there's just one thing. Would you mind taking a look at the very end of the scroll?
What's this?
It's drawing. No more than a simple illustration, but do you not think it bears some resemblance to the secret archetype? Moreover, it bears a caption, mysterious enough of all the language therein, that is the one part I am able to parse. It says Rion, like the name of a person. Yeah, this is like what naming yourself does at the start. Which, my god, there are so many different funny things you could probably call yourself. Person's name. That's certainly a mystery on top of an enigma. It makes me wonder what it says. And they don't really, like, add anything to the scroll throughout the game. Kitty.
That's a good kitty.
Don't usually see this kind of cat in the city, huh? You just see. I named him Plateau. He's the only solace I have as I'm confined here. Plateau wants to give me something.
That's a good boy.
Looks like he's taking a shine to you. That's a valuable item, so do hold on to it. Alrighty.
My young friend.
Truly as remarkable as I first believed.
Others fated to awaken to their own power will be naturally drawn to you. To reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together. After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many. Only a champion of the people may awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making. When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open my book, then let your imagination conjure this place anew, as vividly as you can make it. I'm sure that will be enough to reunite us. As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you.
What? Where are we?
You two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of trance.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
I'll do about the term archetype and just what I learned.
Awakened it? But that... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this... Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still. And lad, I follow your lead now, at least when it comes to how we use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
And now our allies are no longer auto-battling.
We've 5 days until the funeral. That's precious little time, and we'd best not waste it.
Look!
Hey, look over there. Matter. Where's that? A person? I see no one there. I don't really see them. I think we're the only ones who can go to that room. Boy, you lot alright?
Pardon?
I don't know why they're suddenly throwing more in here all of a sudden. I don't know, it just feels kind of weird to suddenly have, like, we had our whole thing with him and then he's just popped up again in a cutscene. When, why would we immediately want to go back in? The dim miners, shouldn't there have been some accident? Looking at it now, that isn't the case at all. What business would they have in a place like this? Hold on, don't tell me they're after the miners. Are you not assuming we're the ones who killed them?
Hold on.
How'd you get in here? I'm certain the entrance and exit were sealed up by soldiers. Oh, I didn't see anyone. Only one I saw was that pasty fellow. Looked kind of like some kind of general. And Klinger, but we left him splayed out over there. Huh? But he's gone. Damn, we must go after him. Be bad for us if he returns with reinforcements. Even B, how's no one else left, I wager? He was bluffing about sealing off the exits. On top of that, he failed to finish us off. He won't be able to return to Luis as anything but a disgrace. Sure. Alright, let's leave him be, at least for now. It's not like he can go back to the military either after what he said to us. Are you sure about that? No idea what this is all about, but I'm relieved. I was worried everyone would be dead in here. Gonna be around for a while. If you need anything, you know who to ask. Oh yeah. The usual online Persona stuff. As you can see, pretty much everyone just turns Grius into a mage. Like, one warrior, one seeker, everybody else is mage. Like, Rion gets mage sometimes. And one person is playing on hard.
What now?
Hey, we got ourselves our menus. All fancy and cool looking. Yeah, we don't get like any igniters or anything at the start. I don't know why Gallica is here. He has equipment, but there's never like she never changes it. There's never a reason to. I don't know why the hell this is here. I know she's around, but you didn't need to give her an equipment slot. And as I recall, yeah, we can go here, and if we have other archetypes learned, we'd be able to swap them. See our follower effects. Oh yeah, that's right, they do block off the later ones initially. Others cannot be heard even from far away. Yeah, she's like the plot one. That you won't, like, which is actually kind of a bad thing in my opinion. Because, like, there's like multiple tiers to each class. So this means that you will be blocked from reaching any of the, like, higher tier mage classes until certain points in the story. There's other characters that really get that bad too. Man cost the Seeker. Yeah, oh, I guess we start with Inheritance for everyone. Yeah, the archetype tree becomes accessible from the main menu. You just don't need to go back to his place anymore once you hit level 2. It's like, okay, why would you do that? That was nearly it for me.
I'm sorry.
You got dragged into all this. Most of the guard soldiers aren't unhinged maniacs, if it helps. Right, continuing your apologies, I guess you aren't the bad guys. I see why Klinger stooped to using hostages as bait. Worthless captain, but he certainly had an eye for new recruits. Surefire tactic against your like. I'm heartily ashamed. Now aside, you're not passing through these keys, are you? Best turn back now if you do. Nasty in the air lately. The gelatinosis jiggling around in there. Not just little jellies anymore. They're downright dangerous. Try chasing them away, but a blade don't do much to them. Fire's our best shot, or getting someone with an igniter to blast them. There used to be so many of them around. Now there's so many we might never clear them out. This place is a right monster's den these days. I'm saying it's a long way to the other end of the mountain. No man could get through that unscathed. But King's funeral's upon us. We haven't the time to look for the roots. Not much else we can do then, but we should at least make sure we can use the magic. Hint, hint. I sure hoped you turned either yourself or Grius into mage. As I recall, there isn't another boss fight. What's this uncanny feeling in the air?
This place.
Magla here's awfully dense too. Wait, was it always like this? It was not. This used to be a completely mundane mine shaft, no different from the others. This is what the mine was talking about before? Something about the interior of this place being unusual? That's literally exactly what he said. Assassinating Luis is our top priority. Do not forget that. Prepare yourself now, for we have no time to rest until we're through here. Mind their numbers and watch your health carefully. We clear? I got a recovery that I never really use.
Good.
You're right. Forward. Get ready.
Any means necessary.
Thanks,
It's okay. Let's go.
Some battles are hardly a feat.
We made short work of them. Hey, we found something.
Oh, really?
Incoming. Raise dodge their attack. We still got it.
Yep, I know how that works. It's L1, that's how I run.
We must flee. Don't let
Okay.
Whenever that happens, I usually just run and just go right back in to try to get the preemptive going.
Now, what's the play?
They're weak to fire. Let's heat this place up.
Yeah.
Blades ready. Mage! Blades, stay focused.
The freedom of a wanderer.
I didn't.
No worth a breath.
Not bad.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah, learn Torikaja. Reach rate freaking 9 to get the next move, and it's just weak physical attack. Petra breaks alright at 20.
They saw us. On your toes, everyone.
Oh, this guy ever turns around.
They must have lost sight of us. We can relax.
It's not.
Notice this. I'll give it my all.
This battle's ours. Let's go.
Mage! Stay focused.
I won't hold back. It's still up.
I shall. Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
As I recall, there isn't a boss fight at the end of this. Well, there's one that is, but it's like optional. I forgot about this. Freaking gear from chests is random as hell.
What now?
They even have colored freaking varieties. Pretty sure they're like random. Why else would they do the stupid gear colored things that a whole lot of RPGs have done?
If it's useful, I say grab it.
I'm right here.
We end this quickly. That's a fear.
Give us all we've got.
There lay. Maybe the power of heroes. Two remain. Just half of the
Seeker! Wind! Last one!
I can't afford to hold back.
I won't hold back.
Even easier than expected.
Be careful. There's more of them.
All right, how's that?
Don't let them come
Only an enemy stroll is allowed to actually participate fighting against.
Let's go. Scour! A tough one.
I shall no holding back.
One left.
Took one out.
So you aren't an amateur.
Only one left. Finish them off.
I think I'm getting used to it. Okay. I feel stronger.
A level for me.
That's all over. We can relax for now.
Oh, it's all ones in that, right? Oh, I was rolling!
Brace yourselves.
Oh, please! I'll be getting a head start, thanks.
They're weak to ice. Let's stop them cold.
We must flee.
Do we have Ice Caster? I don't think we do.
We end this.
Not yet. I don't think he's at level 2 on Mage.
It's okay. Come forth, Royal Soul.
No holding back.
Stroll took one out.
Good one, Stroll.
Keep it up. Only one left. Finish them off and we're clear.
I will pick. You're here.
I shall vanquish evil.
You could probably go with this.
The next one will fall just as easy.
Just part of me I didn't think I could.
There it is.
Come and get me. This is our chance. Forward!
Let's settle this quick.
The freedom.
No holding back. Let's wrap this up. That'll do.
Great job, Stroll. Only one left. Finish them off and we're clear.
The freedom of a one. A tough one.
In the name. They chose the wrong opponent. That'll do. Nice. I feel stronger already.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Here we go.
Oh, some MP recovery items. Damn it, I need to save those for later.
A fine job. Come here. They saw us.
Come on.
Right. Let's settle this quick.
Advance. The power of heroes. Stay focused.
There's much to learn from you. I call upon royal power within. Even easier than expected, if I say so myself. A new power to wield.
Increase physical attack by 10%. Oh god, the stupid attack increases further if archetypes of the same lineage are present. These passives are useless on the if archetypes of the same lineage are present thing. You will never have multiples of the same, honestly.
Look down. A victory well earned.
If this was off or not, if our way's blocked.
I don't like this.
That's not all either. I'm sensing magma and the feeling only gets stronger. It's disturbing, like back at the fort. But surely you don't mean... There's a luxury we can't afford right now, lad. Yellowcoat's words are cause for concern, but for now we need to keep moving. Now closing that, there's a gap between those collapsed rocks. Should be able to squeeze through if we go one at a time. Actually hit X. Oh, what? I was hitting circle!
This won't stop us.
Trivial.
We're surrounded.
There's no way out.
Oh, really?
Joel's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? Roller's back.
No reason to not just do that until we actually get a good run.
can't give up now.
Can't leave Gito actually running away.
Now!
There we go.
What now?
Let's push through! This could be our chance.
Grease has been burned.
Any means necessary. Let's go.
Not that.
Don't sell it.
Let's stay calm. Vitus power. Win! A tough one.
No holding back! The end's in sight!
That'll do. Any means necessary. One remains.
Hopefully, let's go. There's no way I'm stopping here.
That was the last of them.
Nice. You're gaining strength.
Alright, the teeth are back.
Nice.
Look at that.
What now?
Oh, he's the fighter. I think? Yeah, he's like. Oh god, he actually caught that. I don't know why burn sticks around so long. You're literally on fire and you don't put yourself out post-combat for some reason. I don't know why.
We got this.
All right, come on, that.
Nice work.
Good.
Straight for you. Settle this quick.
I won't hold back. Win.
Any means necessary.
Yeah, it's icy.
I shall vanquish evil.
As always, Grius.
The freedom of a wanderer. We're looking good here.
Let's go.
Good, he stayed stunned.
Are you prepared? Not done yet.
Vitus power. I think I'm getting used to this.
See the right move. One's training is never complete.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while. Hey, you found something.
I don't think we've seen a message about it, but
Look at that.
well, how do I put this? Like, unlike other Persona games, SMT, whatever, weapons actually affect the damage of your weapons affect the damage of your magic spells. This is actually part of the reason why stats aren't as important in this one for dealing damage. As long as you got a really strong weapon, yeah, guess what? You're doing good damage. Stats don't really affect it as hard. I see you all.
Let's push through.
Fine work.
Oh, you think they see us?
Oh, you know. Now he pops up.
Hey,
It feels less. Oh, these are back from Persona 5. I don't feel anything. That's just a feeling, but now I can see it. It's like the Magla Hall is out just for that room. At the Sanctum, I learned that fairies are naturally adept at sensing. Yeah, we already know. She told us that. It's assumed the Gallic has no exception. Maybe we can get some rest in there. Why don't we head inside? Not a bad idea. We should catch our breath before continuing.
Hey.
Does seem like an ideal place to rest. I'm just wondering why the Magla's thinner here. Can't tell you much, just like a feeling I get. There's a varying intensity to the magma that floats through the air. For example, think of it like steam or smoke. Seems not much could seep into this room. A magma hollow, if you will. Even your igniters won't work as well in here. Magma hollow seems as good a term as any, and all the better if Gallica can sense them. You could say that. It's easier to spot a big depths of magma when the area around is flooded with stuff. The beasts seem low to approach as well. Let's catch our breath here while we can. I can reset magma hollow, which... I mean, honestly, it's just a save point. I don't know why they say it's a place to rest when you can't actually do that.
Let's go.
I actually like the exit over there.
Amazing! Great moves back there.
All right.
Right.
Okay,
Let's settle this quick.
Give us all we've got.
Wind should solve this. Let's blow them away.
Win and face, huh?
Scour! Let's
That
keep
one's
this up.
down.
This
Got
is
nothing to worry about.
Please, two
Reese
remain.
has this
Are
handled.
you prepared?
Got one.
Good one,
Nice
Stroke.
job,
Vitus
Paul.
power.
You hate to see it.
That'll do. Nice. I feel stronger already.
Amazing.
What now?
Oh wait, didn't we all? Yeah. Get a purified at a church, as it says. It gets bonus stats kind of stuff, but you do need like holy water or something to actually perform that.
Good. I think we lost them.
Wait a second.
Nothing wrong. Further in might be what I was sensing. Fortunately, I got no choice but to press on, regardless of what lies ahead. And open it. Are you ready? Let's go. Oh, I forgot about you. It says the glow of a strange crystal and an even stranger monster in front of it.
I've
never seen anything like it.
It's a crystal of raw magma. This feels wrong somehow. Now I remember. They say in the lands beyond mortal reach, great spires of crystal stand, and anyone who might touch them is driven mad.
That's all just superstition, though, right? Still,
That's no ordinary monster. Some kind of human?
The way it's moving, it's almost like it's...
Here it comes!
Seeker! Win!
I call upon
This
royal
did that,
power
huh?
within. Mage!
That's right.
To the rear guard.
Yeah, he does that.
I shall moving to the rear. Are you prepared? Hack and slash.
I'll attack from mage!
Got them right in their weak
The freedom of a wanderer. Vitus power.
We found his weakness.
Great job, everyone! Talk about a close call.
To the fore! Warrior!
You know, one of the few times where row will actually be very important.
Got them right in their weak
The forward! Hold it.
I can't afford.
Oh boy. You gotta love how they made Rion specifically the worst for this fight.
I'll get some distance. Seeker!
As always, Brius.
A warrior! There's any means necessary.
By this power. We're not out of it yet.
I shall vanquish evil. They're late. Crystallize!
Got them right in their weak spot.
Seeker!
Sharp as always, Brius.
Helpful as ever. Are you prepared? I won't hold back.
Got them right in their weak spot.
I will fight.
Sharp
Maybe
as
not.
always, Brius.
Still here?
All we can
I call
do.
upon royal
Even
power
like
and
guarding wouldn't do anything for us there.
Mage!
Right after this, Rion gets a turn again.
We can do it. Still up?
I don't know why they've given us a boss that basically makes the MC worthless. The boss is specifically built to kick just the hero's ass.
Let's go.
He also resists his only actual like major offensive option to be vastly inferior to the others.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Nice.
What is this crystal? By my guess, the monsters were drawn to its aura. We shouldn't leave something so sinister just lying around.
More questions than answers, but there's no time to ponder them. We better move.
Aren't actually done with the dungeon yet.
Really?
Ah, here we go. This is what I thought was beyond that previous door.
Hope to ever stumble upon them, I'm afraid. That's a dragon.
Dragon? You mean those creatures from the legend? Never seen one with my own eyes.
I understand why the mine was closed, but it dug right into that thing's roost. No choice but to back off.
Luke.
This mine taps his magnificent vein of resources. Only something as terrible as a dragon would have forced them to abandon such a lucrative operation. Because on our side that we caught it slumbering like this, we can slip past it and continue forward.
Oh, it's a shame. It has all sorts of things in its little, well, big nest. It sent something tinged with magla too.
Dragons are ancient and strong. Magla follows in their wake. That's the way it goes, and any so-called special item you're sensing is bound to have its fill of it.
Making it sound kind of appealing, but we're sure to end up in a fight if we try to take it. Don't make this decision lightly, Rion.
No, let's push on. Riley, now, and I do mean that. We wake the thing up, we're in for the fight of our lives.
There are monsters around here too.
Hey, they see us and cause a ruckus, then we're done for. Keep your distance from them as we make our way through. That's it, good, let's go.
Don't panic.
Wonderful. Game's giving us a frickin' stealth section for some reason.
Watch out!
There we go. It only lasts until we reach like the bridge up there. Oh, it turned a what?
Don't panic.
Now then.
Can't do... Oh, we can't attack him either. Okay, let's just do this. Oh, we made it through. This is the worst time. I think we live to see another day. Now, lucky this time. Had the thing awoken, we'd be in a very different situation. And when truly intends to kill the beast, they need to have a gauntlet runner. They say that, but you don't use gauntlet runners in combat, so May as well wish for the moon. Only the most prominent nobles at the means to secure a runner for themselves. Even though we saw a group of bandits have one. Nice, but can we move on? We're still done for without dragging mics up, so let's not overstay our welcome.
Look.
Not the exit? It is, we're finally getting out of here. Looks like we finally breathe easy, at least for a moment.
What?
Or not. Oh no, could it be?
Look.
Dragon's roar, and you feel that shaking, right?
What the?
It's getting stronger. What's going on here?
No, stop.
To cave in, if you value your lives, run! I don't think we ever have like an action sequence like this again. You also gotta love how all the rocks are just falling perfectly like that. What is this, Crash Bandicoot?
We actually made it out.
And in one piece, no less.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but we'll not be getting far in this torrent. We can make camp tonight and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
Public carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
Ah, this is so cozy. I feel alive again.
It's certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it. Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. But they would never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
Your parents were heroes.
It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army, Well, Luis, what if he's the one who abandoned us? If we were just a pawn in his game, then I will make him pay.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Something special about that sword?
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction. But it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father. To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged, with raw magla folded into the metal. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal, that one. Those days were all too short. Then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked, right?
There was a plot on his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like tonight, it was pouring rain.
Your Highness, this way!
Who let these blackguards into the palace?
Well, that's some familiar red hair and pointy ears, huh?
My lord, are you hurt?
Back!
A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
You knave! You know nothing of true knighthood. I pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you! Highness!
Don't falter, give chase!
Stop! They dare harm him! I failed him. Again.
Highness! Highness! What is this? His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him, and he grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way. To dispel the curse, its caster must die.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides. I could never mistake him. And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor, but savior. For His Highness, for the king, and for the very future of this country, he must be dealt with. To kill Luis is to see justice served.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it.
A rogue never forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid. But neither do we forget a grudge, and Luis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes, of course it does.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life, and we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
I'm beat.
And time after the assault, together with a small entourage, we decided to take his Highness out in secret to an appropriate hiding space. He attacked in the royal pass, the place where he was supposed to be safest. We knew not when he'd be attacked again if we stayed in Grand Trad. Naturally, his Highness was considered missing, and eventually his death was deemed official. From that time on, our organization was formed to restore his Highness to power. I'm sure there are those who resent us for vanishing from the palace without a word. After all, even the royal guards who protected his Highness were kept in the dark. They had known they would have had no choice but to stop us. If they had accompanied us or let us go, they would have been guilty of treason. Terrible fate for young knights who had so much ahead of them. I had to join the army and work my way up the ranks the traditional way. I never thought things would turn out like this. I didn't expect to run into humans and dragons, nor to be bestowed with an extraordinary power. Is this the path I was always headed for? Is this all thanks to you? Well, I'm not complaining either way. Once we pull out the assassination, the prince returns to power. I think our country will be on a better path. I get my revenge on Luis, no matter what it takes. I must admit, all the camping is taking its toll on me. A delicious meal would be nice once we're in Grand Trad. And we're back again.
Huh?
Well, then it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger. You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid. As I mentioned previously, the archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights. One day, if the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power just as you do, that is my ideal world.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here.
I mentioned before, did I not? There is no hero without allies, only a single voice in opposition. In other words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious. When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think. The small... Well, it's almost dawn. I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again. royal funeral draws ever closer. 4 days remain.
Good.
Alrighty then, let's hit the road. Funeral's coming up, is it not? We should hurry back to Grand Trad.
This.
Let's go.
Wait no longer. Are you
Great.
ready?
Let's move.
Is there any point to making any other selection?
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to secret them the rest of the way to the capital. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louis zealots, too, if I remember.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort. Sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
We both did well to make it out.
Yes, we certainly did.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
We're almost to the capital. Quiet now, and stay sharp.
Milady, welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we're even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 1 day remains. Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Uchronia, the day before the royal funeral. As they
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the Hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
Here we go.
That's terribly unfair.
Alrighty, I think this is a good spot to leave off on.
Tomorrow we will start up with the funeral and the assassination attempt on Louise. I'm sure we will succeed on the first try and no further game will happen. So with that, thank y'all for coming on out, and hopefully I'll see you again next time.